Welcome, here I've got OPPO A52 and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of this camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and as you can see for now we are in the standard photo mode, so let's see what we've got here, and let me start with this settings bar. So by changing this and going to the left or right, we can change the modes of this camera, and we can pick the night mode, video mode, photo mode, portrait mode, and by going to the right to the end we get access to all of the modes of this camera with more. And as you can see here we have the expert mode, sticker, Google Lens, panoramic, time-lapse and slow motion. So this is a lot, I'm not going to speak about this now. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. And for now let's go back to the photo mode, and let me show you how it works here. So the first one thing I want to show you is that when we tap on the screen like that anywhere, we get access to this ring. This is the focusing. So this is how it works, and we have the plus and minus icon here also. So when we tap on this a little bit longer, as you can see, we have access to this slider, and this is the exposure compensation. We can make our photo just more bright or dark as we need. This is how it works. This is really useful here. And for now let me show you how to zoom. We can do it in the basic way by using these buttons here and changing the lenses. As you can see, from ultra wide lens we can get closer like that. This is how it works. And we can also zoom by using two fingers like that and get closer and also go back. So this is how it works. And now let's move to this settings bar, and let me start from the left. The first one button here is the flash. So here we can turn on flash every time we take a picture. We can also turn on auto flash, so the camera recognizes when it's needed. Here we have also access to the fill light. As you can see, we have the torch, and we can also turn it off. So for now let's stay on this, and let's move to the next one button. As you can see, this is the HDR. Here we can turn on HDR every time you take a picture. We can turn it on auto, so I suggest you to do it so the camera recognizes when it's needed, because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photo. This is really cool, this is really useful, and help to making our picture just more beautiful. And let's move to this button at the center. Here we can also turn on the dazzle color and turn it off by just one tap. So this also improves the colors and the details of our picture. So this is really cool. And let's move to the next one button. By tapping on this we can add the filter to our picture before we take it, so we can make it more beautiful. And as you can see, we have access to this slider, and we can pick the filters like that. So this is how it changes. And for now let me stay on the original one. And let's move to this one button from the right. When we tap on this we get access to 3 other buttons, so let's go from the left. The first one is the camera frame, so here we can change the ratio of the picture. As you can see, when I tap on this I can change it to the 1:1. This is the square one ratio of the camera. When I tap on this again we go to the full frame. This is the full ratio of this camera, and again we go back to 4:3, which was the original one. This is how it works. Now let's focus on this one button. This is the camera timer. So by tapping on this we can change the delay of taking picture. For now it is 3 seconds. We can pick also 10 seconds. This is how it works here. So let me stay on 3 seconds to show you how it works, and let me take a photo. And as you can see, the picture was taken with 3 seconds delay. So for now let me turn it off, and let's go back to these settings in the right. So when we tap on this button we get access to the advanced camera settings, and as you can see here we have more advanced options. We have the general settings and the photo settings. So let me start with the general settings, and the first one option, this is the volume button. So when we pick this we can change the using volume buttons in the camera app. We can pick from volume, shooter or zoom. So for example let me pick the shooter to show you how it works, and let's go back to the camera. The volume buttons are here, so in the standard use with smartphone we can just adjust the volume, and in the camera we can pick this for example as a shooter. As you can see now now by tapping on this I can easily take a picture. So let's go again to the settings, and let's move to the fingerprint shooting. By using this button we can easily turn it on and turn it off like that. This is how it works. So this is another option to taking pictures easily. So when I go again to the camera, the fingerprint is here, and when I touch it, I can easily take a photo by just simply touching the fingerprint. So this is really cool. And let's move to the next one option. This is the shooter sound. By using this button we can easily turn off and turn on the shooter sound, so this is also useful. And let's move to the location. By using this button we can turn off and turn on saving location info of our pictures. Also, the important information here is that to make it work correctly, when we really want to save the actual location of our picture, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location services of this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work. And let's go back to the camera and let me take a photo. And let's go here to the left corner at the bottom. When we tap on this we get quick access to the gallery. So this is our picture, and as you can see here we have the Krakow, so greetings from Poland. This is the short info about the location, so this is the city. And to get access to more details about it we have to move here to the right corner at the bottom to more, and when we pick this we can pick also the details. And as you can see here at the third position we have the address. So this is how it works. And now let's go back to the camera and to the settings, and let's move to the photo settings. Here is one of my favorite options in the camera's touch to take photo. So when we pick this, by using this button we can turn it off and turn it on like that. We can take a photo by just one touch anywhere at the screen. So this is really cool. Let me show you how it works. And as you can see, when I tap anywhere, I can easily take a picture now. So this is another way to simply taking photos. So let's go to the grid now. By using this button we can easily turn on and turn off the camera grid lines like that. This is how it works. Let me keep this turned on now, and let's go back again to the camera. As you can see, it generates us these lines. This is useful when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography and making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and go again to the camera preview, to the gallery, we can't see them. So these lines are only to help us taking better pictures. So this is really cool here, and of course when we don't need it we can easily go back to this settings and to this settings and tap on this. So for now, as you can see, it's gone. So this is really good. And now let's move to the next one option I want to show you. So this is the camera watermark. So when we tap on this we can add the watermarks to our picture, and we can pick the phone model watermark, date and time watermark, and the location watermark. This is how it works. We can add just one of this, we can add 2 or 3, so we can manage this as we need. And with the phone model we have connected the custom watermark, so here we can also add our own watermark, for example HardReset. Okay, so this is connected. We can't add the custom watermark without phone model, remember about this. And for now let me keep this turned on, and let's go back to the camera to take a picture. And now let's go again to the gallery, and as you can see here we have the watermark in the left corner at the bottom. This is how it looks like. And of course when we don't need it we can easily turn it off by using these buttons like that. And when we take another picture this should gone, and the watermarks now are not visible. And after turn it on all of these settings, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings. We can do it by using the last one option here I want to show you, so restore to defaults. When we pick this we can easily reset settings and go back to the auto. So this is how it works. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.